Hey guys, I shouldn't be here. Not like YouTube or anything, but like I'm a huge klutz and I have done many questionably stupid things in my life. Honestly, I should have died by now. I'm gonna tell you about a few of those times because they are somewhat entertaining. Let's go. First time. Okay, this was not technically my fault. Technically. So I'm driving along on the highway, everything's going fine and dandy, and then in front of me, I see cars start to swerve to the left. And I'm thinking, what's going on? And all of a sudden, there's a giant piece of something in the road. My brain is just like, swerve, get out of the way. I follow suit and swerve to the left. Mind you, I was in the left lane. I was swerving towards the median, not into other traffic. I swerved to the left, but my car decided it wanted to go to the right, and thus I spun out, crossing 3 lanes of traffic, and somehow managed to not die. My car ended up half in a ditch. It was terrifying. This also happened in the middle of summer. If it was winter and I spun out, cool, great, but no, this was the middle of like June or July, and on top of all of that, it was in my stick shift. It took me a good like 5 to 10 minutes to start my car back up. I used to lie to my mom about where I would go on my bike rides. When I was like between 7 and 10, weather permitting, like every day I could, I would go for at least an hour-long bike ride around my neighborhood. I would tell my parents that I was just going around the block or to the other end of the neighborhood, but I didn't. A lot of times I would actually go to the next neighborhood over. For those of you who are wondering, I grew up in a farming community, so like the next neighborhood over is probably like 3 miles away. And what I was doing there was this park on the lake that like also connected to my neighborhood that I would just go and just kind of sit in the park and not do anything. Why was I so weird? I did know not to get into like white vans with creepy guys who were offering me candy, but like I was also a really naive kid and was just kind of like, that would never happen to me. What? No, it could never happen to me. So like if an adult's like, yeah, I'll take you home, just hop in my car, I'll take you back to your house, I'd probably have done it. Yeah, not telling my mother where I was really probably could have gotten me kidnapped. But again, it didn't. This story, probably the stupidest thing I have ever done in my entire life, not joking, literally the stupidest thing, but I was in middle school, if that makes it any less stupid. Probably doesn't, makes it probably even more stupid because middle schoolers are stupid. So it was early March of 8th grade, and my friend and I'll call my friend Jenny because I haven't spoken to her in probably like 10 years and I don't want to reach out to her to see if I can use her name in this video. But we decided that we were going to walk out onto the frozen pond by her house in March. I'm pretty sure you can all guess where this is going, by the way. Everything was fine. You know, we were just 2 stupid 8th graders walking on ice for no apparent reason other than why the hell not, until Jenny actually fell through near one of the shorelines and lost her shoe. And of course, we, being these stupid ass 8th graders that we were, decided we were gonna go back out on the ice. And it gets better because we did so after we went back to her house so she could get a new pair of shoes. That took about an hour. It took us an hour to get from that pond back to her house, get her a new pair of shoes, do whatever else the hell we did, because I'm sure we did things in between, and then go back to the pond and back out on the ice. In that entire hour, we didn't even think, because we were such stupid 8th graders, that, hey, it's March, maybe we shouldn't be going out on ice, because, you know, we might fall through again. But no, we went back. We're just like, oh, we'll stay clear of that area where you fell through, and everything will be great. And it was, until we made our way off the ice, and Jenny made it off fine. But when I got about 5 feet away from the edge, I fell through and hit the bottom. The water level at this part of the pond literally went to here on me. So I'm standing there in this freezing cold water with my arms up on top of the ice like this. I'm sure it looked hilarious, to be honest. I am very lucky that I didn't fall in at a deeper point where I would have fallen under the water, because the ice, while it was thin enough and fragile enough for me to fall through it, was very hard to break. I was 5 feet away from shore, and this ice, while it was strong enough that it was hard to break, was not strong enough for me to pull myself out of the water. And also, because I was up like this, I have zero upper body strength. Always have. I had to break a path through the ice for 5 feet back to the shoreline. And once I got out, I was literally frozen. A small part of me wishes that I had gotten hypothermia or pneumonia, just to like maybe ingrain it in my brain that that was like the stupidest thing I've ever done in my entire life, because it was. So I guess what I've learned from this video is that I'm an idiot and I should be a lot more aware of my surroundings. I could have died a lot of times. You know, like me being stupid and not watching for cars when I'm crossing the street at school, but that's more just me wanting to get hit by a car so my suffering will end. But those are all the stories that I can think of off the top of my head. So do you guys have any stories like this? Honestly, I want to feel like I'm not as much of an idiot as I feel like. So leave a comment down below if you have a story about when you almost died. Hopefully it's not like an actual story of like you actually almost dying, because I will feel really stupid for making this video. You had it way worse. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and that little notification bell to know when I upload a video next. And if you want, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both of the links are down in the description. That is all I've got for you, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Bye.